Hello traders and welcome to a video on Deribit. I'm about to give you some God tier alpha that if you watch this entire video, you are going to be getting access to a passive income tool that you might not have known about before. And this passive income tool is actually pretty fun. Let's go into it. So I first showed all of this alpha in my Discord. If you're interested in learning about passive income strategies, arbitrage, and other kinds of alpha, you can click the link in the description below to pick up a Hangout Pass and just get access to heaps and heaps of alpha. Okay, what is the alpha today? So we're on Deribit and we have Ethereum. How can we increase our Ethereum passively and generate returns? I want to hold Ethereum, and as the price of Ethereum goes up, I want to make more. What do? Future spreads. What kind of future spreads? Perpetual versus expiring future spreads. How do we do that? That's why you're here. So what this tool does, what we're allowed to do is we can trade a future spread either long or short. What is a future spread? This is just the price difference between the perpetual that you're going to be short and, as you can see here, the expiring that you're going to be long. Typically for me, I actually do the opposite. I short the expiring and I long the perpetual. Why do I do this and where's the money coming from? What's going on here? Well, the reason I do this is because these expiring futures, this one, for example, is trading basically at a rate more expensive than regular Ethereum perpetual, okay? So Ethereum by itself, just the perp, is trading at about 39.30, right? Now, Ethereum expiring on the 15th of March is trading at 39.50. There's a bit of a difference. So how can we leverage this difference and make a lot of money at expiration? Here's how you do it. They have a product called Future Spreads right here that you can go to. Now, with this product, they actually discount fees, meaning that if you take trades in this manner, you will be paying less fees than if you did like a manual long and then short this to try to earn the premium. So this is going to be your future spread right here. The margin you're going to use for Ethereum future spreads is going to be always Ethereum. The margin you're using for Bitcoin future spreads is always going to be Bitcoin. It's not going to be Tether or USDC. So do keep that in mind. Okay. Now, how much money can we actually make? What's the income going to actually be for this? So I'm currently in a future spread that's making me a little bit of money, not a lot, but you can see that my account is up money. And I'm going to be generating Ethereum, in this bull market. But how much money could you actually make? Well, it depends on when you enter. But let's go over an example of right now how much money you would actually generate at 19. That's not as good as it was before. This premium was at about 30. Again, all that you're looking at right here, guys, is just the price difference of this, the expiring future, minus this, the perpetual future. That's all that this product is. Okay. So with this, let's use 20 as our example. Let's say that you have, you want to do this with $100,000, okay? So if we want to do $100,000 at market, perfect. So 100 grand. How much money are we going to make off of 100 grand and how much margin do I need to put up to take this trade? So actually to take this trade, you can use a lot of margin because these future spreads tend to not fluctuate as much as, you might think. So with 100 grand, how much money are we going to make? You would only need 1.57 Ethereum for you to pull this off. And at a price of 20, this is how much you would make. You would be basically shorting this spread with this much Ethereum. So if we do this times 20, your profit would be about $509 if you were to short this at the price of 20, neglecting fees, because the fees are actually not that bad, to be honest with you. It doesn't take away much from your profit. So you'd make about $509. But how much money is $509 really? I'm not being philosophical. I'm being mathematical. Not going to be like, oh, what is money? 1.57 Ethereum. How much money is that? That is, you are using 6.2 grand and you're making 510. So this gives you an 8% return. Right there. It flashed before. Yeah. What was it? Yeah, 8%. Because it's 25.46 times 20 divided by 1.57 times 39.50. Hope I didn't lose anyone there, but it's 8%. Yep, 8%. So this is a way that if you use maximum leverage, you would actually just generate an 8% return because these premiums are so high. What can go wrong? What are the pitfalls? The one thing you do have to be careful of is the funding rate, because you are going to be long the perpetual. You will be paying funding. You'll be losing money due to the funding rate, right? But almost always you're going to be making more money from the price difference between the perpetual right here and the expiring future, that you won't have to worry about that as much. But the funding rate is something that you should be thinking about. Now, the current funding right now, you can see luckily it's not as crazy as it was before. It's about, I think it's like 0.02 every 8 hours, or maybe 0.01. On average, it's typically around 0.01 every 8 hours, which is 0.03% per day. How does that cut into our profits? Well, if we're paying 0.03% per day, then, which might be a little bit higher, today, that's going to be, if we hold this trade for 7 days, that would be 0.21% against us. However, the return that we're making from this does outweigh the funding rate, but you do have to be very careful and mindful to make sure that you're making more from the future spread than you are losing from the funding rate. So you can also do this on Bitcoin as well. If we look at them here, this was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm really kicking myself that I didn't try to short this future spread any earlier. So you could have shorted this at $600. And how much money could we have made, at that price? So had we done 100 grand worth of Bitcoin at 600, again, this is not too high risk. You only need 0.09 Bitcoin as margin, right? And how much money would we make? Well, if we got lucky and actually shorted it at 600, we would make this times 600. We would make 872.7, neglecting fees and the funding rate. Okay, so we make about 872 on a margin of 0.09 Bitcoin. 0.09 Bitcoin is, let's go see what that is. That's 0.09 times 68,600. That's a 14% return. So had you shorted the premium previously, you would make a 14% return if you shorted 600 and you hold till expiration, which is going to be on the 15th of March. So shorting these every week right now seems to be a very, very good EV, high alpha play that can generate you a fair amount of income. The funding rate does take away some of that. Let's say that the funding rate takes away like half of that. After all fees and funding, you're still pretty safely making about 7% a week. So this kind of strategy is very good right now because a lot of expiring futures that are dated 15th of March and end of March are very bullish, meaning they're very overpriced with their premium. So if we go to something like this, and I go to the Bitcoin, 15th of March, the premium is 20%. And the Ethereum one, it is 30%. That's why I did Ethereum, because the returns are a little bit better than Bitcoin, that is. But the big benefit of this is not just the leverage that you get access to when you take these spread trades. The other big benefit is you're paid out in Bitcoin. You're paid out in Ethereum. So when you take these trades, when you short a future spread, you will not be, shorting a future spread would be this one. You will not be paid out in USDT. You'll be paid out in Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin rises by another, let's say 5 grand, you still own Bitcoin. And your profit will just be Bitcoin. So your BTC would just increase. So this is a very, very good way that you can take advantage of the overexuberance of futures traders, because some of these premiums are just insane, and you can leverage these premiums to make a fair amount of money. So this is just some alpha, just to throw some alpha you guys' way. Some people do this with a fair amount of money. Like if you look at the past trades that people have done on BTC, 100 grand, 50 grand, 50 grand. It seems like there are some institutional traders out there who are taking these 100 grand positions to earn premium. Another thing that you could do that I was thinking of is you could also just short the premium at something like 600, hold it, and then just get out of it at like 200, and then not have to pay much in funding. There's a lot of really cool things that you can do here. Deribit is just amazing. I really, really like their website. I trust them. And yeah, this is my current position, as you can see right here, the proof that I did it. As you can see, my price difference, like the average price that I got, we can actually just see that. So I was able to short, wrong one, 3938.37. I was able to short this future spread at an average of $25. So I was, just to show you the one that I did, the proof in the pudding, I shorted this one right here at 25.05. I'm currently up money. So I shorted at 25, knowing that it was going to fall, and now it's at 20. So I'm up some money. I'm just going to wait till expiration for me to make money on this. That's future spreads. This is how you can leverage your way to take advantage of expiring futures in a very, very bullish market. As you can see, we are currently, doing very well. We are at $69,000 or getting close to it, as you can see right here with the BTC chart. So be careful when you do this. Maybe don't max out your leverage. You can if you want to make the largest return possible. Currently, I'm on 10x leverage, and I feel pretty safe. I don't have any liquidation price on Ethereum. If we go to Ethereum, I just don't have much of a worry. You can see that there's just not much chance of liquidation for me. So that's good, unless the premium went crazy, and then I would probably just want to add to my position because it would be a better average return. So yeah, that's going to do it for today. If you like this kind of alpha, this is more passive income arbitrage stuff, click the link in the description below. And I would absolutely love to see all of you guys in the Discord, and let's all make some money together. Happy trading.